everyone, and welcome to the Curler's Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Friday night here, quarterfinals of the A draw. We have Team Laws versus Team Thevenot.
On Team Laws, we have Selena Negevin, Jocelyn Peterman, Becca Hebert, and Kristen McCush. And on Thevenot, we have Ashley Thevenot, Brittany Tran, Taylor Stremick, and Kaylin Skinner. And commentating tonight is Jeremy Hardy and myself, Kyler Kleibrink.
Should be in for a good one here. They both had a good win earlier today. Laws had the bye. Thevenot took on Team Phillips out of Calgary here and came away with the win.
We'll do the old classic, commentate where you're watching from if you're tuned in already. Oh, there we go.
Yep.
So, one-way ticket here to Blanksville.
Yeah, this one should be pretty straightforward. Threw the first one in, and we're taken out unless they do
Can
the
you just be a
delayed
little
corner.
louder? I didn't hear you.
No dice.
11-5.
Looks like both teams happy with a blank here.
So yeah, they're just going to both be happy to hit this one out. I'd say Laws is probably a little extra happy since they haven't played a game on this ice yet. But they're both happy to ease into the game. Go after in the second. Here's another throw from Caitlin Skinner. Second rock. Looks like it might have got caught in a straight spot there. Here we go.
Now we got an end going. Got a band playing up here at the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. Come on down if you're nearby. It's a great time. Lots of drinks are flowing, and you might hear some background noise in here tonight.
Yeah, they have a table set up from the Eau Claire Brewery. They're giving out free samples. Pretty busy place, so place to be in Calgary.
Yep. We may indulge in the Eau Claire brewing a little bit. We'll see. So we got a pretty thin double, or just roll on top of it. See if she can, looks like she's playing peel, so going for the double here. These are super important shots early in the end.
Yeah, she won't want to miss thin here because then the Laws can split the rings. So here's a good chance. Oh, she's playing a little softer. So if she just sticks in, then she'll have an easier double on her next, hopefully.
Just a hit and roll here.
Yeah.
Open hit here for Becca Hebert. Caitlin Laws missing this weekend. I think she's pretty close to having a baby.
Yeah, she's expecting pretty soon. She just played in the Grand Slam in PEI, where they made it to the semifinal. So I imagine she's getting ready to have a baby, and then I'm sure she'll be back shortly after.
Yep.
But they picked up Becca Hebert, who's actually from Calgary and curled with Jocelyn in juniors, so there's some familiarity there.
Yeah, she'll fit in well, and good reunion for them. And I think they're pretty good friends, so Jocelyn and Becca, so that should work pretty well.
Band up here makes me kind of just want to sing.
Yeah.
Can't do that to
Should
the
we do
viewers,
karaoke?
Yeah.
You got to practice for the Grand Slam of karaoke.
Yeah. So up here with us, we have Greg Hamilton and James Walker on the camera crew. So if they're doing a pretty good job here so far. So give you guys some good viewing.
Do you like control?
Looks like a perfectly split house here for Team Laws. So Jeremy, what would you try to do here if you saw this and you were Team Thevenot?
I think they're playing.
So just learning the ice still here, a little bit of an overcurl. All right, once again, trying to roll over to the center line or further. Try to set up a double here.
Pull. Curl. Hard curl. Okay.
Just a little too thin there, but
9-4.
it still makes her put a precise draw in to not leave a double.
Okay. I thought they were similar weights. Like, I got 9-1 on your first and 9-4 on that.
Selena Negevin looking to split the rings here.
Yeah, Nice looks pretty good here, so I imagine she'll be close. I'll try and get a time.
So just trying to get a force here because Thevenot has hammer, right?
Is that right? Yeah? Okay.
So it's the perfect setup for a deuce, but it's actually a force situation here, I think.
That's a good catch.
So perfectly splits the rings here.
Still throw the 9-5 here.
Thevenot will still keep trying to roll towards that other one. It's a little bit higher than the other one, so she could be aggressive and try to roll pretty far here.
Yeah, now that we know she has hammer, she's probably actually just trying to roll to the middle so that she just has a nose hit on her last. She rolls to the middle, and then Selena noses on her last or rolls a little bit. Then Ashley will have a nose hit. So.
Sounds good. Okay.
Thevenot there. Rolling right to the center line, so. Selena got her job accomplished here if she makes a hit.
I was thinking it. I was thinking. No, it's okay.
Should have
I had it in my brain. Okay.
I'm sure next end we'll get a little bit more strategy and action going on.
It was down. I like the throw. I like the throw. Yeah. The last couple, and then
Six sheets are full tonight out on the ice. It's a really good draw tonight.
Over-curling them. Like they either didn't get enough
over on
ice
sheet 2 we have Booth versus Gim.
Really
That's another A quarterfinal. Sheet 3 we have Kang versus Sturmey, which is another A quarterfinal. Sheet 4 is Delory versus Grey Withers, which is down in the B. They both dropped one this afternoon. Sheet 6 we have Beth Peterson versus Backer. That would be a quarterfinal too, both picking up wins this afternoon. And then on sheet 7 we got Silbernagel versus Ha, which is a B game. They both dropped close ones this afternoon.
10-5.
So open hit for one here. Thevenot.
It curls hard here, so stay close. Taylor. Yeah.
Good communication there by the front end and the skipper. Just talking about how they think it's going to curl. Now she's going to throw it.
Yep.
Sometimes these center paths are a little bit curly in the first couple of ends because they haven't been used much. But it looks like she's made it perfectly.
There we go, 1-0 Thevenot after one. Okay, here we go. Caitlin Skinner kicking us off here in the second end.
Line's good.
Looks like she's calling for...
Line's good. Curling now. Wait only. 6-1. I think you guys
Looks like
got
they're calling for top 4, but hopefully Selena here throws a corner for us.
That's fine.
All right.
A little late.
What are the odds on the corner? Oh, she
there we
called
go.
it.
Game on. Even end here, so they'll want to try and get 2.
The other thing is that yellow rock, it wasn't like perfectly top button or perfectly top 4, so maybe another reason why they're willing to throw a corner here.
Yeah, for sure.
top 4. Gotta be top 4.
Looks like Thevenot's trying to keep it in the house here, not being too aggressive with any higher center guards, which can be a little bit dangerous.
Right here, guys. Right here. Right here. Gotta be right here. Okay. Okay.
Really nice come around, perfect weight here.
Really good.
Really good, yeah.
5-2.
Another interesting fact here is Jocelyn Peterman, second for the Laws team, actually skipped Becca, which we mentioned earlier, and Brittany Tran from the Thevenot team in juniors. They played together in 2011 and 2012, where they won the junior nationals and went over to Worlds.
Yeah, that's really cool that 3 of them are on the sheet here tonight.
Oh no.
Whoopsies.
That's a out turn. I think we saw one of those in the first end from the other team, so maybe a little straight with the hits.
Yep. Now Thevenot is happy to throw a center guard here, get a little bit aggressive. Very good setup now for her. And Laws will have to go into bail mode here.
Line's good. Over and off, over and off, over and off. Gotta sit. Okay. 7-1. Okay.
17-1 on that guard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
looks to
Yeah.
be speeding up. Played a little bit here at the Calgary Curling Club, and you got to be really careful. Second, third, fourth end, it can really speed up on you if you're not careful.
Yeah, earlier the games looked like they were really fast, and then somewhere around the 5th, 6th, it seemed like teams were getting caught with it slowing off. So we'll see how it holds up today.
Yeah.
Here.
Oh,
look at that.
Pretty little lucky wicky ticky there, but she'll take it. That was awesome.
Are we gonna head to Blanksville again here?
We are maybe going to Blanksville, folks. We thought we were clear of the town, but we are headed straight for it.
One double away. That was quite the slice to get it that thin to come back to the button. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy. Big sweep here from Brittany Tran. Just playing light hack weight here. Oh, I think
Sounded like it touched, but
I think it touched, but still a good
touched.
sweep.
It was 12.
Wow. So these two teams actually played in the Scotties last year, a little bit differently, obviously. They're both missing their skip. Caitlin Laws without the Scotties, and Skylar Ackerman was skipping the Thevenot team. But the team Ackerman actually did beat Team Laws in the Scotties last year. So a bit of an upset when you look at their rankings. Laws, I think, comes into this event ranked 12th in the world, and Thevenot is in the 20s, but both really high Canadian ranked teams.
Yeah, Law's a little bit more of an established top 15 in the world team, and Thevenot kind of up and coming, chasing those slams, chasing the Scotties, and really grinding away on tour.
That was a good roll to force something other than just a hit to sit two.
Yeah, we've got a draw here. Maybe
Just to it, guys.
Blanksville isn't
Always
looking
straight.
so probable anymore.
Okay. Are you bouncing? Okay. Pearl, knife, 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 knife.
Really good freeze there.
Nice. 4-4.
So hit and roll over to the side here. Then I'm guessing Ashley will try to hit and roll back. And eventually someone will have to make a play on those two rocks in the middle.
That's a good shot.
Okay.
Yep,
Bring
good
play
shot.
back to the middle.
10-9.
And they'll just keep playing cat and mouse here, hitting and rolling back and forth until somebody jiggles those ones on the center line.
That
Do we
one
know
was
who
10-9.
shot there? It looks like maybe red.
Yeah, I would have to guess red.
Red.
Even with like 10-5, it's curling there.
But that yellow's pretty locked on. I'd almost be trying to jiggle these around a bit.
Hard!
Oh,
She did jiggle it.
she jiggled it.
Right to the pinhole.
Now it might be yellow that shot.
Yeah, sure. I like it.
She would have preferred if it jiggled it a little more, I think.
Yep,
like
just a little.
touching the back of center there. So this is what we were taking to split center. When Taylor threw
Oh,
that
that is
guard, that
tight.
was
They
kinda
might have
touching
to
the back,
measure
that's
that,
what the
but they
line was.
can't.
So I think that's
So
close.
So Jeremy Hardy
blanks-
might be going out
it
there.
could be a Blanksville again.
It could be a Blanksville, folks.
Oh, good work by the camera crew here.
Top 8.
That's tough.
Who
Just
is the
kinda
head
Christmas
official of the
trees
event? Do you
again.
know, Jeremy?
So
Someone
like
might have to
the
make a
back
tough
of
call
center,
here.
Yeah, we're just going to let them fight it out. There's no officials.
It's Friday night, fight night.
Okay. Yeah.
So Ashley just trying to tuck a little bit in the top 8, tuck around that top red just a hair. Now Laws will be probably desperate to move some granite around here.
Top 8.
This one looks really good. Going to bury a piece of it under the red.
Yeah, I believe that's right where they tapped. They wanted it. So looks like Laws really isn't really concerned about those rocks on the center line there. She only has 2 rocks left, and she's just hitting hitting the top one.
Okay, board.
Oh, I missed their joke.
Ah,
You needed a mic on Jocelyn there.
No, I don't think so. We go here, and she knows this. I might have the dog.
I like it.
I think this will come up. But
so her logic is
Which board? I'll probably
try to set something
like
up
that.
here off the side, but I'm sure Ashley will do everything to hopefully not set something up. It's going to be very interesting if those rocks don't get touched at all. See if it's a Blanksville.
hey, board.
Just cleaning this one. You must like it.
Yeah, it looks like a nice controlled weight here.
Oh. She does roll out.
Yeah, so I imagine deciding who's shot here. She might play the same thing if she thinks she's shot, or try and move it if she's not.
I'm a little...
Sorry, yeah, little pale.
If I was Laws, I definitely would have tried to move these rocks earlier in the end, or right there, or last shot. It's going to be really tough to get that yellow one out.
They might be hoping for the blank, maybe. Trying to just leave them there.
Yeah, that is a good strategy, actually.
I'm just throw it away. Yeah, if we have something that I can, really sweep the red one if she's. This ice doesn't look like she is.
So where's the ideal spot for this? Tucked around again?
I think, yeah, exactly where they had it would pretty much force Selena to throw her rock away. Anywhere in front of that yellow, really. Oh, they're moving it.
Oh, interesting.
Yellow's definitely shot now. That was a pretty good shot.
I would just throw it away, yeah.
Yeah, giving up one here. That was a really good shot.
Here. 12, yeah.
Yeah, you need about a 5-second missile here to make any noise on those yellows, and still probably wouldn't work, so throwing it away.
So they'll just throw it away here and give up the steal of 1. So that'll put Thevenot up 2-0 after 2. And we'll head into the third end here.
Welcome back to the Autumn Gold Curling Classic. We've got Ashley Thevenot up 2-0 against Caitlin Laws' team.
Thanks for the comment, Connie. That was a good catch. We had the wrong description up, so people were tuning into Fujisawa versus Wang here, but they were in for a shock. That was earlier today where Fujisawa beat Wang. She had to draw to the 8-foot or 4-foot to beat Wang in the last end. So, but tonight we got Thevenot versus Laws.
And Thevenot's happy to keep it open here and just keep loading the top 4 and nothing too crazy.
No, and her lead's playing good, putting them where she wants them. So
Laws will look to get a little bit more aggressive here. Get some more rocks in play, try to get a deuce.
Okay. Easy, easy. Lots of room. Okay. Split center. Got to split center, guys.
So we got another guard going up here on the center. So a couple of guards this end.
Hard curl.
Don't want to leave this short as a corner.
Touch center. Okay.
It's pretty good, but it is probably going to help out Laws in the long run.
7-7.
A little bit off center.
7-7.
Yeah, and just left the wrong side of the rock showing where she can roll towards her corner. But it is still half covered, so this is a tricky shot here.
And a perfect roll there, wow.
Yeah, she won't mind that she left the yellow there, like, due to that roll being so good.
We can chase it. You like the chase? Hack.
What do you like here, Jeremy?
I think they're on the right page. Yeah, she's got it down. If they can chase it, and if they just rub the guard, they can't kill the guard at this point, but they can push it over, so either result would be good.
So like a nice lightweight hack here so you don't remove the guard if you hit it?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Might even roll into the rings for a second counter.
Yup. Hard.
Big sweep.
Yep, keep going.
And they will hit it just a little bit too thick, so that guard's going to be replaced.
13.
So that I did like the chase, but definitely, yeah, on the wide side there where you either get by the guard or you just take it a little bit. It can get pretty dangerous here now with Laws putting another one around the corner.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, alternative would have been maybe come around the center.
Yeah, come around the center or come around the corner and freeze.
Yeah.
A couple of options, but the chase is probably the call. It's just a little dangerous if you don't make it. That's why when you're up 2, you probably want your center guard real tight to the rings. And then they could have came around it on that last one.
A big sweep. And I don't think they quite got a biter out of it, but it did block the chase.
Do you like this?
So. And it's a splittable rock.
Yep.
Do you like 9-5?
Looks like they're going to go after a little bit of a run back and roll here.
Looks really close.
Very
what a
nice.
shot.
Very nice.
And rolled pretty buried too.
Yeah,
really good shot.
Staggers the center guards there now.
Taylor Stremick with a nice run back and roll.
So Selena Negavin's going to ignore the center ones and go around the corner again. Being very aggressive here now to get a deuce or a 3 score. Looks like this inside out here is curling quite a bit on both teams. A few over curls this end now.
Do I come in this way? Top 4.
And a great opportunity for Thevenot here to really stick it to the other team.
Yeah, if they can bury one here, a steal's definitely in play. Got by the top one, but looks like...
Okay, that's fine.
Both teams getting caught with their draws this end. A little bit light, a little bit curly. And Selena Negevin will go around the corner again here.
Yeah, do you like this, or you think it's getting a little late? Or?
I personally think those center line ones are super dangerous, but so it's a little late to go around the corner for me. I'd be trying to go around the center. What do you think?
Yeah, I think like if you make a really good draw around the corner, it might force Thevenot into just tapping one of those ones top 12 to the button. But they are one double away from opening that back up then.
Yeah, I guess with the score, they're just really gambling, I guess, trying to get a bigger score here. Coming around the center, it's very easy to get forced.
Yeah. Oh, just papered by.
Very nice.
Look at how much curl that has. It's gonna get lost.
Really nice shot there. It's actually pretty close to the center too, with where everything's set up.
Yeah. So Brit's saying they got about a quarter rock here, so try and dig it out. Try and dig it out here.
Hard, Kaylin, hard. Okay, well,
and just again on that.
Yep. Okay.
Not a bad result, but yeah, they're getting caught on the curl to the wing there, hey?
Yeah. Almost got super lucky and tapped to the top 4, but just left a second shot. Looks like Laws will have a great split opportunity here now.
Yeah, Jocelyn might want to look. They probably want to see the angles in the middle. Just looks like it might get dicey with four yellow rocks kind of blocking the button. Just want to make sure that they...
Yeah, and with how hard this is curling, it's actually kind of tough to throw an out turn and stay on the inside of that red. It's almost looks...
Yeah, they might have
impossible.
To play the in.
Yeah.
Have we seen it in there?
Well, I'm sure they played it a lot for like the draw the button in practice and stuff, but haven't seen much with like backline weight. Yeah, I think Selena wants her to play the split, but Jocelyn's going down just to say it looks a little tough. I don't know what turn to throw at it.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you nose it, it's not good enough. It would leave Thevenot a nose double back. So you really need to split it. It's a very precise shot because you have to keep them both in the 8-foot too.
Yeah. See what they try here. You could almost try to over curl the face and split it that way with the out turn.
Yeah, there's a couple options there for sure. And it probably leaves the best result. It puts one behind the corners and one behind the centers. So
yeah, it looks like that's what they landed on, was to try to over curl the face here, roll and push it to the center. Calling about back 8. Well, let's see how far this one gets over.
got a ways to go.
Yeah.
Might stay in front of it though.
It could be a case of just, you know, it's really tough to get over that center line, and then once you're over the center line, then it really curls. Looks like she started pretty far on the right side of the center line there.
Yeah, this will give Ashley here a good chance to put the pressure on again.
Oh yeah.
I kind of like rolling under. Okay, just like to hear. Okay.
We don't have to be fully buried either.
Just like
Just don't want to give her
10-5 then if we're getting, it's kind of iffy here. 10-5?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
I think we want to try and roll under our hair. So, yeah, I think that's the best place for a shooter. It's not the end of the world if he just knows it, but
like off center kind of thing, or not that far?
not that far. Yeah. I mean, the more we roll, the more closer we get to the 4-foot, but I just don't know if it's possible with how close the guard is. Okay.
They definitely thought through this shot a little bit longer here. Big shot.
Yeah, they really have a good opportunity here, so they want to make sure they have it planned out exactly what they want to do.
Yep.
So this one started across the center line, so that is, I think, why it's curling so hard. She got by, but just rolled under the corners, which is still good.
Yeah, it's still good. It left a hole.
Just down? Okay.
Selena might be able to come off that yellow and roll to the center line, or
Yeah, that might be her easiest shot, is coming off one, or
or draw around.
like I said here.
Okay.
I didn't mind flopping that way. I was like thinking
Definitely some weird draw paths here for Selena Nagevin. She's gonna have to navigate.
So this event will be going all weekend here with the playoffs on Monday. So if you are in town and want to stop by, it's a really good show. They got lots of good food, good drinks, lots of good curling, 4 draws a day. So stop by any time pretty much and you'll be able to watch a good game.
Yeah, we'll watch the last couple shots of this end, and then we'll give you a big update next end here on what's going on the other sheets.
Yeah, we want to be T-line back 4. And you have
Sodom Gold Curling Classic has a ton of history. It's been going on for I don't know how many years, but a lot. And
46.
46 years, that's crazy. And definitely a staple for Thanksgiving weekend here in Calgary.
Good. Line's good.
So Selena trying to bury one around here, around the center here. Maybe pick up a skips deuce.
Yeah, these are the hardest ones to throw. You just don't know how quick it is out on the wings, but looks like a good guess here.
Yeah, and it's curling nice.
High.
It looks really good.
That's a very good shot.
So taking advantage of the missed hit and roll earlier, kind of puts the pressure back onto Thevenot here to make a good one to not give up two.
Yeah, you got kind of two options. Try to follow that one, which probably pretty tough because that was a good throw and it curled in there hard. Or this little run back here, double run back. I think the double run back set up pretty well.
Yeah, the one thing that they might think about is if they play the draw and come up short, it's going to be really hard for Selena to get a second point in there.
Yep.
But if you make the run back, then it's another chance at a steal here.
Looks like they initially thought the run back, and now they've switched to the draw here. So try to follow her in. The hardest part is going to be trying to get to the inside of that red to get shot. It's easy to cut her down to one here, but getting shot rock for this yellow is going to be real tough. You're going to have to knife it in there and come close to the guard.
I don't know if we can get shot, but it'll just shrink her area.
Yeah, there they go. They're talking about
Yeah, it was.
just trying to get
And it's only
in
back
there and
to-
shrink the area.
So. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
This one looks a bit wider than Selena's last one. Looks really close though.
Gotta go. Curl it in there.
It's really good.
So, yeah, they kind of do what they said to cut down the area.
Yeah, so it forces Selena into this tricky little hack or board weight hit and roll off the side. This shot's definitely there though, but forces her into a new shot instead of just following her first shot down for the second point.
Was it?
So this shot's been played about, I don't know, 6 to 8 times this end. So hopefully they know it well, but definitely kind of a bit of a tricky spot here.
Yeah, I know. I kind of wanted to too.
Yeah, they've kind of missed both ways on this spot. If it started on the center line, they've kind of got caught with it going straight, and if it started over the center line, they've overcurled a few times. So she should be close.
Because if you make it, then she is looking at.
Selena Negevin, last rock in the third end. Little wick off for 2 here.
Yep, whoa.
Looks like it's got about hack to board weight.
Looks close. They're cleaning. Really close. Oh, a little too thin. Just takes out her own, so it's only 1 point there for Team Laws. So after the third end, it's 2-1 here for Thevenot, and Thevenot is going to get a hammer back coming home for fourth end.
we're back with the fourth end of Thevenot versus Laws. A center guard went up on the first one for Laws. And Kaylin Skinner's coming around it here.
Here. Okay, knife, got a curl.
Really good come around, good position there. Top 8.
4-7.
That's good position. You don't want to be too deep so that they can freeze on you. That's really good.
Yeah, so I guess we can update some of the scores around the rings here. On sheet 2, we have Jim. Kim.
Sorry. Maybe Jim, I don't know.
Team Gim. I was just shocked by looking at the scoreboard, so I forgot how to pronounce the name. But they're up 10-0 after 3 over Team Booth. On sheet 3, we have Team Kang up 3-0 over Team Sturmey. On sheet 4, we have Team Grey Withers is playing Team Delory, and Team Grey Withers is standing in front of the scoreboard.
It looks like it's 1-0 for Grey Withers with a couple of blanks, maybe. Or is it 2-0?
And they just made a really nice long run back. It's 2-0 for Grey Withers over Delory. And then on sheet 6, we have Beth Peterson's up 3-0 over Backer. So that is 5 sheets that have a blank for one team going on. So hopefully in the fourth end here we see a turnaround. And then on the seventh sheet here we got Silvernagel versus Ha, both tied at 1. So there's lots of close games out there. But 5 of the teams just got to get their names on the board, get some points. So back to our sheet here. Thevenot made a nice little hit to set 2. And
Laws with a hit back.
yeah.
You like this?
Simple setup here for both teams. Just play around with the angles and the hit and rolls here.
Just board. Little roll out. Yep. Hard. Little flop. Okay.
She'll nose it. It's not a bad shot. That yellow stayed in a nice controlled zone. Still splittable and runnable, so
Yeah.
I won't be too upset about that.
I know. Just kind of like sliding as like max wide, I would say, and then just straight through. They just track a little different than everyone else's.
I don't mind if he rolls this way, just try to roll far.
Yeah, sure.
Clean!
Looks like they're just trying to hit and roll open here.
Clean.
Yeah, and it must have been a good throw. Just a clean call right from the hand. So
I've never had that in my life.
yeah, usually we gotta sweep a little to make our shots, but not for Becca.
You like 10-5?
Definitely Thevenot in control this game, and pretty simple ends, and you know, she has the lead, so she's super happy with it. I guess last end wasn't simple, but Thevenot had a lot of yellows in the top of the house.
Yeah, they just seem to be in their rocks in a bit more controlling positions early on.
Yep. What are they debating here, Jeremy?
It's pretty hard to about count that.
Oh, they're talking about the split, it looks like. Which I think Ashley's right here. If you split and don't get shot, then it gives Laws a chance to just bury around the center line. If she hits here, then kind of forces Laws to make a decision whether to get risky and draw around or continue to hit it out.
Yep. Both teams seem to have figured out their hit and rolls real good this game. Lots of good weight control, hack weight, board weight, some good rolls right where they call.
Curl. Curl. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Yep.
And right on cue, another good one.
10-5.
Rolls buried behind the yellow, so.
Another wide draw out here. Try to freeze on that yellow. Looks good. They're just trying to sweep it to keep it going out here. Can be a little frosty on the edges.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Very nice shot here.
14-5, so the speed was really quite good out there actually, and sweepers did well to manage it. They kept the brooms down the whole time and put it in a pretty perfect spot.
Looks like Ashley's going to try to follow it. Try to stay above the tee maybe.
So both these teams have a player that actually lives around Calgary, but then they would have, most of the team would have commuted from either Manitoba or Saskatchewan, with Brittany living in Calgary and Jocelyn living in Chestermere. But the rest of Team Laws, I guess other than Becca, lives in Manitoba, and the rest of Team Thevenot lives in Saskatchewan. So I'm sure they would have been traveling yesterday to make it out here. Might have got to see the Northern Lights that took over Canada and the world.
Yeah, if they were on the road, I'm sure they were super bright.
Do you think we should have played the hit and roll? Like,
I don't know what's going on. Is there a huge solar flare or something, or why are they so bright these days?
Yeah, I don't know. It's rare that you can see it when you're in the city.
Yeah.
You don't have to leave the city to go see the Northern Lights, but it's good omen for all the teams coming to Calgary. They get to experience a nice fall days and some good Northern Lights.
Wonder if we'll see them tonight.
We'll see what time we get out of here. Could be a late one.
Yeah. I agree.
So team Laws, Selena drying around to sit 2 here after Brittany just bounced off the freeze.
That's okay. No, that's
So this is a good chance here if she can put it top 4 to put some pressure on Ashley and try and make her get out of it with a force here or steal even.
What'd you get? On this? 15.
Really nice draw to the top 4 here.
Might have snuck out into the open a little,
Oh, did it?
Pack?
Yeah.
but I don't think there's a double. It's too
think that's-
thin. But she can hit and roll buried behind the yellow
I think so.
and open up another deuce opportunity here.
Pack. Yeah. Just on top of where those back ones are. I think it's here. Okay.
Big shot here to dig this one out and set 1.
Yeah, this is really important because you rub one of the guards and Laws can put a guard back. And that one's right on the top button, so. Big sweep. Looks close. Really close. Oh, and it's going to rub. So we'll also have an opportunity, or Selena will have an opportunity here to put some pressure on Ashley and maybe bring a steal into play. The only issue with guarding it is they do leave run backs that could bring
Shoot. Just like
a couple
back line.
other yellows into play if they ran it back at the right angle.
Yeah, so really got to think and decide, do you want to sit 3 here? Or do you want to throw up a guard?
Yeah, looks like they're going to try and do both. Bring one into the rings, but also still guard it, just in case Thevenot plays the angle run back and gets the angle right, so all those yellows don't come into play.
Mhm.
What weight do you like throwing up there? Controller, board? Just like board or no? 'Cause you're hitting it thin and like
Yeah.
you're gonna push it enough, do you think?
Well, if we nose like right.
Big opportunity here for Laws to
where we wanna hit it,
possibly tie
I
this
think it
game
would
up with a
push it.
steal.
You really only have to push it like
We're gonna
a foot and a
play
half.
the wide one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. You're just hitting a very small chunk of it.
probably
Is
probably
what I was thinking.
control.
Okay, let's make it.
Yeah, if she puts one in front of this rock, it'll probably force Thevenot into one of the angle run backs for 1. Maybe a double to give up 1.
This has to curl a bit. Little chap.
Taking a little rub.
Oh, looks. Is there a hole there?
It's close.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like the 7.
Yeah.
You gotta do it, don't. Oh, they're talking about
Really
maybe a
hard,
run
yeah.
back.
Okay, just like.
Do you go for
control
3?
still?
Or you just try to get your 1?
Like with the run back or the hole?
Okay.
The run back. I don't know if it's there.
It probably jams into the back yellow,
Control.
but you could get lucky. You could push it off one of the yellows and out, or
Yeah, I guess they're doing the smart play. Just throw control, try to get your 1, go up 2 here.
yeah, big shot here because red is sitting 2.
Okay.
So if she puts it onto either of the red rocks, I'd consider it a win. If she can put it onto the button one and score one, then it's a huge shot.
Ashley Thevenot with the last rock of the fourth end. Run back against 2.
Yep.
They're on it early.
Whoa! Whoa! Curl!
Might have jumped it. Oh.
Oh.
So steal a 2 here for Laws. Just papered it by the one on the top button. So they'll take Laws will take a 3-2 lead after 4 ends here. With 4 ends to go.
We'll take a little fourth end break. Welcome back to the fifth end here. Laws leads 3-2 over Thevenot.
Looks like we got some rocks in play this end, so hopefully we're not going to Blanksville.
Yeah, I think we're going to avoid Blanksville, possibly. We got a new commentator on board with us now. It's Greg Hamilton. He was running the cameras, but he tagged out for Jeremy Hardy here.
Hoping to give you guys some more entertainment than Jeremy did. But we'll see what happens.
So we got a little tick rule there. Can't tick the center line guard off, so it goes back.
So explain that rule to me, Kyler. Does that mean that if they tick it, does the throwing stone automatically get removed from play?
Yes, unless I believe the other team can say they like it better and leave it.
And leave the guard off of the center?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But if they put it back on the center, then yes, the throwing stone has to leave.
And is there a new rule in some of the Bonspiels about ticking corner guards?
I haven't heard of it. Have you?
Okay. Nope.
I want them to ban the tick in mixed doubles, but the corner tick in mixed doubles,
Yeah.
but
Hasn't happened
haven't
yet.
heard of anything like that.
Thevenot's piling them in here in the 4-foot now. Gonna put 2 behind the center line guard.
How do you like the Eau Claire iced tea, Greg?
It's delicious.
Yeah, all their flavors are delicious. It's awesome. They are donating all the proceeds tonight of all their sales to the Autumn Gold, so that's awesome. So
Yeah, really generous of them. And what are we drinking? We have the pink lemonade, the vodka mule, and the hard iced tea. And all of them have tasted pretty good to us.
I like them all. They're
Yeah.
really good. I got to try the hard iced tea still, but
It's nice. It's not too overpowering, so it's not too sweet.
that's awesome. Well, we got a good end brewing here. It looks like Laws is going to play a run back.
We'll see what Becca's run back weight looks like here. What hog to hog would you guess it's gonna be?
I don't think she's throwing a missile here, but probably a 7, 6'5". What do you think?
Seconds. Yeah, I bet you're in the right realm.
We got to get the technology on the stream here where it shows every rock.
Ooh, just nicked the top one. She did leave the center guard there, but it did move over. And who is second shot there? Maybe our camera crew can show us that angle.
Let's see.
Look at them go. It looks like yellow to me, but it is better than it was before.
Yep. And Thevenot gets to just pile another one in, but yeah, the guard moved over, which is the main thing.
So Kyler, I curled many years with you back in juniors, and I think if that was you throwing that rock, you would have launched it 4 seconds down the sheet, and us sweepers wouldn't have been able to keep up.
Yeah, Jeremy would have been yelling hard, and the sweepers would have just been peeled off and putting their arms in the air. And would have missed,
Yeah.
but it's all good.
Days behind us, right?
Yeah. Now it's all I play, and mixed doubles is centerline run backs.
Do you make any of them?
1 out of 5.
Who's your partner in mixed doubles?
I play with Selena Sturmey, who is here competing on sheet 3. She's down 3-1 right now, but
Well, luckily for her, she's probably used to being in a losing game when you're on her team, so
yeah,
hopefully she can use that experience to help her get back on top.
yeah, she puts me on her shoulders all the time, so maybe she can put her team on her shoulders right now and come back.
I curled with Selena 2 years ago, I believe it was, in mixed doubles provincials, and I felt the same way. I didn't curl very well, but Selena tried her best to carry us through into playoffs.
And did she do it?
We did. I don't remember actually whether we made playoffs or not. I think we might have made quarters, but I could be wrong. Anyway, getting back to our game here.
Yeah, what's going on here?
We just saw a nice double attempt, but Jocelyn jammed it straight back, leaving Thevenot sitting 2. The chance to draw in to sit 3. I heard you say earlier that they're kind of controlling this game, and I think despite it being fairly, well, despite, I guess, Laws winning now,
Yeah.
I think I agree with you. Thevenot has had control for all ends except for maybe the 4th, and even then it wasn't looking too bad for Thevenot until it got later in the end.
Yeah. I think maybe looking back on the game where they were choosing to freeze in the third end, freeze and cut Laws down, or to play that run back and sit 4 or 5. I think maybe, you know, I don't know their decision making on that call, but maybe you play the run back and sit 5 and really put the pressure on.
Yeah, I think they were talking about it even afterwards. You could hear them a little bit talking about playing the run back, and I was wondering if they maybe regretted their decision, but it's in the past. Forget about it, move on for now.
Yeah. But yeah, they've definitely had a lot of momentum in most of the ends other than, I guess, 4. But 4 was a very innocent little end. You miss one kind of draw on the back end, and then it set up for Laws a little bit. No big misses or anything like that.
Whoa!
Here I am. Switched jobs with Jeremy, and I've forgotten all about the team mics.
It's okay. He did too.
We'll get to hear them yelling for this one.
So we got 3 players that played juniors together on the sheet, and also 3 players that played juniors together in the booth here. It's pretty cool.
3 of those players were much better than the other 3, and I can guarantee those are the ones down on the ice.
Well, Jeremy's still, you know, winning Alberta championships, but me and Greg, we're drinking beer and commentating.
Doing the fun stuff.
Yeah. Who knows where Joel is, down farming somewhere in Nanton. Maybe listening tonight.
Maybe. Somehow I doubt it, but might be.
All right, so what do we got? Is this a hack waiter?
Yeah, it looks like they're playing a hit and roll. It's got to move a bit. I wonder if the ice is straightening up a little bit. What do you think, Kyler?
Oh, possibly. I haven't watched too many of the lines to tell you that, but I don't know if it's straightening up or if they're just, you know, playing that control weight, which doesn't curl as much. It's precise. You can throw control and just kind of control it that way. So do you think yellow shot on the side there?
Okay, so originally when it happened, I said that red was shot, but in that last view that we had, I wasn't sure, so I was going to ask you. It's a lot closer than I originally thought.
Definitely changes a lot depending who's shot over there. Oh, wow, yeah, maybe you're right, Greg. Maybe it is straightening out here.
This might get good. Did they jam it, though? They did. So who do you... I think it's yellow now.
She did tap on it. Selena tapped on it, so I think yellow shot.
This is getting a little scary for Laws. I know that yellow's only sitting 1, but if Thevenot ever gets that red out of there, they could be sitting a bundle, that's for sure.
As your aquate one?
Well, the commentary crew might have to hit the dance floor with the band after this.
They're playing bangers, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know if they're here all weekend or what the schedule is?
I'm guessing they're probably having a band every night. Or at least Friday, Saturday night.
Okay. Like a size.
All right, so Laws is coming around the center here, top 4.
So this will be to be sitting 1 with a high guard.
The biggest thing you got to watch out for is setting up something off that side yellow, some big weight double. So you want to keep this, I think, probably in the top 8 area. You don't want to go too deep.
Line's good. Back 4.
Oh, no, never mind. They are going deep, like back 4, to try to not set up the double, to make the double super thin.
Curl distance!
So you got these new line calls coming on the scene this year. You got distance, you got curled, knife. She just called curl distance, which means She's going to sweep it not with a knifing angle of the broom, more of a horizontal curl. So lots of different line calls happening now.
What does knifing mean?
So knifing is when you turn your broom like vertically on the rock, and kind of, it's a very weird technique that kind of just started last year, and everyone's doing it. So that's knifing, and knifing is supposed to make it curl and slow down a little bit.
Make it curl and slow down a bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Well, let's listen and see what they're saying.
Yeah, I think that's close.
So they're not electing to come off that side yellow and try to score a big end. They're just they don't really need to, because we think they're sitting second shot over on the side. So just gonna sit 2 here.
So if you're Thevenot, how important is it to score 2 this end?
Well, just as important as every other time you have hammer, I think. But I don't know how to answer that, but every time you have hammer, it's super important to try to get 2, I think.
Well, I was listening to the Grand Slam last week, and they kept talking about how important it was to have hammer in the even ends.
Okay.
If you're Thevenot, would you ever consider giving up a steal to bring hammer into the 6th end?
I would not give up a steal to go down 2. That would be statistically really bad, I think. Sometimes, like, you want hammer in the evens, but you're never going to give a free point to get it. You got to control the game earlier to get the hammers in the evens.
A soft weight hit there by the skip of Thevenot. She is sitting shot, but didn't quite push the red stone out, so it remains second shot. And you know what? Now that I look at this, I'm wondering if red on the side is shot. I'm going back and forth.
Oh, those old players are kicking in, I think, here. Greg's just going like a teeter-totter here. That yellow is fairly buried, though, so they should roll pretty far. But they'll either be sitting 2 or 3 once they do.
Yeah.
What's your opinion here?
Me?
Okay, now
I think yellow.
Yeah, I think yellow.
Like, once
But
the
it's
center
tough to tell.
goes,
Yellow stands out more as a color. Maybe if the camera guy was better, he'd zoom in on it.
I know our camera guy in the first forehand was willing to zoom in and do that, but
ice back. So, want to just
Selena Negevin with a hack weight takeout here. This is the knifing technique, Greg. This exactly is knifing. It's trying to make it curl.
look at that, and it seems to be working well.
Oh boy. Do we have a double for 3 or 2? 2. Maybe 1. Are we zooming in on it?
I think it's 2. I think Selena had said earlier that it was yellow. Not.
So our zoom at the other end is blurry, but our zoom at the close end is like the Hubble telescope. But at the far end, we don't have a zoom here, so we apologize to the viewers. A double for maybe 2 here.
Not too much weight. Sweepers are staying off of it. This is a bit of a straight spot that we saw a couple misses in earlier.
Looks good.
Let's see. Across the top.
Oh.
Not quite. Oh.
Oh, what are they going to do? I guess it was yellow all end.
Yeah.
Unless it was red.
There we go. So that was a steal of 1 for Laws.
Yep, maybe 1, maybe 2, but probably 1.
All right. While we are waiting for the 5th end to begin, which is beginning right now, but let's do some scoreboard hopping. This is the 6th end. Sorry. All right, Kyler. What's happening out there? It looks like we're down a sheet.
Sheet 2 is, they are gone. They're up enjoying the band. It is 10-2 for Team Jim, as Jeremy would say.
I'm going to guess only one of those teams is up here enjoying the band.
Yeah, maybe one is having a team meeting. On sheet 3, we have Kang versus Sturmey, and Kang is winning 5-4. Where is Kang from?
That's a good question. You keep going and I'll find out.
And sheet 4, we have Team Greyweathers versus Delory. Greyweathers is up 4-1. And then on sheet 6, we have Beth Peterson versus Riley Backer. Beth Peterson's up 4-1. She's in control in that game. And on sheet 7, we have Silvernagel versus Haw, and Silvernagel's up 4-2.
Thank you to Ashton Skrillick for texting in that Kang is from China.
Kang is from China. I haven't heard of...
She was faster. Ashton was faster than my ability to use curling zone.
Wow, she is on it.
I'm blaming curling zone.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Kang yet.
Neither have I.
They might be new.
Hoping our sources are reliable.
Yeah, could be. I don't know. Ashton could be trying to throw us off.
Yeah.
All right, so 6th end. And they did what you said, Greg. They gave up the steal to get Hammer in the evens. They planned it.
If they win this, I am taking credit for this new strategy.
Honestly, a deuce here could be awesome because then you have Hammer technically in the 8th end. If you can force them in 7.
Oh, we have a comment saying Kang is from Korea.
Oh my gosh. Ashton Skrillick. Block her number, Greg.
There we go. Okay. Curling zone's loading. So thank you, Megan Edwards, for commenting that. And Megan is correct. Kang is from Korea, so we apologize for that mistake. So if they are here from Korea, there are a number of Korean teams here. Let me just quickly count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Korean teams. And we also looks like we have a number of Japanese teams. 1, 2, 3, 4 Japanese teams. And Ashton might have thought we were saying Wang because there is a team Wang here from.
Yes, I know Binyu Wang. She's a legend, but Kang, I wasn't sure. Oh, it's not Binyu. It's Ryu. Ryu Wang. Oh, well.
We should just stick with our current sheet.
Yep. But yeah, curling definitely getting bigger in Asia. Holy crap, there's a lot of teams coming over and getting better. And someone posted the world rankings last week, and Japan they had like 5 teams in the top 15 or top 30 or something, and it was just pretty much on par with Canada almost.
So what do you think, I know that in Europe it's a lot more, like you see in Scotland it's multiple teams, but other countries, say like Edin in Sweden, it's one team, or on the women's side you have Hasselborg and Rana, so you got a few teams, but it's not like what we're seeing from Korea where it's a bunch of teams. Do you know any reasoning behind that?
Well, I know a bit more about China because I coached there, and China is able to produce more teams because they have provincial funding. So you've got your national teams, and then you might have some other like provincial teams that are provincially funded coming out. I wonder if it's something similar with Japan and Korea where they have their national teams and then some more provincial funding, or if the national just funds everything, but I honestly have no idea.
While you were explaining that, we just saw an amazing double run back from Team Thevenot. So double run back, got rid of the guards, and are sitting 1 in the top 4.
But yeah, I definitely think that there's a lot more government funding in those other countries. Well, maybe not more, but the players are more willing to go all in on curling with that government funding than here in Canada. We do have some funding, but we're not willing to give up our jobs just yet because everyone's got bills to pay, I guess you could say. And thinking about their future, you don't just want to go all in on curling and then what do you do after if it doesn't work out?
Well, and I think that's something we've seen recently is historically Canada's struggled to have people go from that junior age to the men's or women's curling, and part of that is the timing in life, right? Like when you age out of juniors, you're starting your career, you're starting your family, those kinds of things, and it can be tough to start a career and take time off to curl. But now Curling Canada has introduced the U25 and U30 events, and I think they're trying to bridge that gap, which it appears they're doing pretty well, as we are seeing some solid teams like Clyder from Saskatchewan last weekend winning the Grand Tier 2 Grand Slam.
Yep. Yeah, we are seeing a lot of retirements around the 25 to 28 range. I don't know. It's tough. I think in other countries they see success at like that 20 to 25 range. You saw Constantini got a gold medal at 19 or something, which is pretty much unfathomable in Canada. So if you're like 27 years old and you haven't seen success yet, it's kind of tough to put that over your career. But in Canada, some person told me a saying is you're only good at curling once you hit 30. So if you look at all of our Olympians and champions, most of them are 30 plus, and they just have that experience and that, I don't know what it is, but.
Maybe that's why you and I aren't any good.
Yeah, I'm waiting until I hit 30, and then I'm signing back up.
Well, we did see a flash from Team Thevenot, which has put them in a bit of a pickle. Team Laws is sitting 2 behind a centerline guard, which is almost a dream scenario right now. We might see a run back played or something to try and clear some reds out of there to give Thevenot a chance to score a point here, or try to produce some rocks behind those corner guards.
Brittany with a run back attempt, or is it a straight peel? Just a straight peel.
She made her peel and added to her wall.
Looks like it's going to be a struggle here for Thevenot to score to open up the center line. Going to need a pretty crazy run back here to save the end.
Wanna guard this side.
Thanks for the comment, Blake. We are working on putting that hammer icon up. Thevenot does have hammer. So, pretty good guard. Not fully covering the rock, but looks like Thevenot is going to chase the rocks in the house. So you have curled with Brittany before, right, in doubles?
Yeah, we played a few weekends ago here at this very club in a Super Series event.
And how were her hits?
She's good. She's very good. But unfortunately, the other people in the world are very, very good that play mixed doubles. Estonia, Japan, they're insane at mixed doubles. So we went 2 and 4, but it wasn't probably her fault.
Well, I've seen you curl before, and I'm going to guess it wasn't her fault either. Pretty good shot there by Brittany to make the hit and roll over to the wing. Looks like Selena's just going to ignore it for now. So if you're Selena, why wouldn't you hit that rock and sit too?
You can just really put the gears on them here. Go aggressive. It's such a long guard, and you can get perfectly around it. If you do sit and hit 2, they can just kind of come down and tap it out and maybe get a deuce. So this is good defense against a deuce.
So here we see Jocelyn Peterman in the house, a position that she hasn't been in recently. And in the last few years, you have moved around positionally. So how difficult do you think that is for her to be now holding the broom rather than sweeping the last 2 stones?
How difficult? I don't know. I think curlers kind of, when they get the opportunity to move positions, I think they have a lot of fun with it and see a new perspective. And they come out of the weekend and they'll be like, wow, I didn't know how hard it was to call line or whatever on this ice or whatever it is. And I think the team can actually get better from it. I've known some teams that they rotate positions just so everyone kind of understands each position better. I've seen that in juniors where they rotate. But yeah, no, Jocelyn's no stranger to the house. She'll be good.
Pretty good shot there by Selena. Not quite fully buried, but pretty close. Unfortunately, it's a little high, so you might be able to get around it.
Yeah, I think she came up about 8 to 10 feet light there. Wanting to cover that stone a bit more or be second shot.
So what event do we have out there right now? Kyler, do you know? Is this the A?
We got A and B games here, Greg. If you were listening earlier, Jeremy went over all the games.
I wasn't. I couldn't stand listening to you two.
So Ashley Thevenot with a very important dig out here. Looks like it's curling early. They're hard on it. It's just like back line, back 8 weight. They really got to go.
Yeah, if this makes it by the guards, I'm not sure they're pushing that rock really at all.
Oh, they got by, but it's just top 8 weight here. I think they were trying to play a tap out, so we might be seeing the ice slowing down a bit here.
That is a tough spot for her rock to end up. Not only did she not get shot, but she almost acts as another guard on that red stone. I wonder if any of those side yellows line up to create some movement in the house.
Yeah,
From
I'm not
that
sure.
angle, it does not look good.
Does not look promising for a corner run back. So where would you go with this, Greg?
You're asking the career lead for strategy, eh?
So
I would be tempted to corner freeze the yellow, the top yellow, I think.
okay.
I think if you're Laws, you don't need to worry about stealing another one. Or stealing a second point. If you steal your one, then you're up 3 after 6. I think your odds are pretty good at winning the game.
Yep.
Or just even make it easier and throw a guard.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're aiming for zone 3 to zone 4 here.
Let's see where Jocelyn taps.
Oh yeah,
Zone
just
3.
2.5, 3. Yeah, they must be pretty confident there isn't any corner run backs, or they wouldn't be throwing this. So it's going to be a tough score here for Thevenot. And once again, another stone coming up 5 or 10 feet light.
The curl worked out for them, though. It didn't over curl. I don't think there's enough curl to get to that red stone if you're Thevenot. So you might have to try something. Here we can see the corner guards, and I'm not sure they line up at all. The only one you might have is just to hit that outside one all by itself, but I don't think you can see enough of that anyway.
Yeah. If there's nothing else, you draw the button.
Which it looks like that's what they're electing to do. Well, let's do a hog to hog here and see what this side's doing for time.
Yeah. Team's getting a little bit tricked with draw weight this end.
Yeah. Room.
You know what? I forgot to press the start on my stopwatch. We'll see that.
Oh boy. It's late on a Friday night here. Sorry, folks.
But the sweepers are pounding it.
They gotta go. Yeah. Once again, perfect line, just caught again. So if I'm a team out there, I'm marking that down as it's getting a little slow in the 6th. And what is it? 5-2 for Laws.
You are correct. right, here we are back in the 7th end of the Laws versus Thevenot game at the Curlers Corner Autumn Gold Curling Classic at the Calgary Curling Club.
Lots of C's.
Sorry here, team. There we go. Back to the game.
So another corner guard attempt here. This is one of those situations where I guess a deuce is okay, but you're really going for 3. It's going to be a little bit tough with
Getting a bucket of the Eau Claire hard iced teas, pink lemonades, and vodka mules.
Eau Claire Distillery. Handcrafted. Trademarked.
All proceeds of that go to the Autumn Gold, which is super awesome.
Yep.
Eau Claire to do.
And they are giving out free samples if you're here, so.
Yeah, if you're hanging out in Calgary over the weekend, it looks like the weather's going to be pretty nice, but might as well go inside and watch some awesome curling. And
yeah. Between draws, there's some nice places to check out, like Eau Claire, and go for a nice walk.
they have the stairs that go up the hill right here by the Calgary Curling Club. Do you see yourself doing those at all this weekend?
Oh, for sure. Tomorrow at 6 a.m. I'll be there.
Go do that. Come in and do some commentating after that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, those stairs are pretty killer if anyone's ever done them. So this is the play that kind of chokes off the corner guard here, blocking the path. So in the past, people would have thrown a little center guard on their ones in the forefoot, but now there's this new little technique to choke off the corner guard, which is not bad, but it gives a good chance for Thevenot to roll behind those now.
So would the target for that stone be in the house then?
Yeah, I think maybe they were a little bit short. I think maybe like top 12 to choke that off would have been a bit better. Kind of gives another corner guard to the other team. Hit and roll attempt here.
Not much weight being thrown here. So why wouldn't you try to kill those two reds?
You're down 3. You're just trying to I really like that weight they just played. Just try to move things into the back. Maybe a little lighter than they wanted, but that's a pretty perfect shot. You want a lot of junk, especially you hogged your first, so you want to keep as much in play as you can to use later.
As a career lead, I did hog my fair share of stones.
Yeah, I know. I was sweeping them.
And sometimes it hurts you, and sometimes your team manages to pick up the slack and save your bacon.
The funniest part is when you hog it, and then one of the sweepers slams his brew.
A nice run back there made by Team Laws. Gets rid of the guard and the yellow stone. So I guess my argument against the cutting off that corner there is now that rock was there in the way. They made the shot, the run back, but had they not put that guard there, it would have been a much easier shot, would it not have been?
Yeah, I don't know if I like the corner choke. I'd rather just guard my ones that are really nice in the top 4, but a really tight guard on them. But I think it can work as long as when you choke it off, it's in the house.
Line's good.
So this is that curly spot. See if we can get around here. Oh, really good sweep there by Brittany Tran.
Sweep, guys. 5-3.
So Laws will not hesitate, going straight for the corner peel. It's so weird to say Laws when it's Negavan out there.
When Laws isn't even there.
But that's what they're registered under. You can see it on the scoreboard, so that's what we know them as.
Not a lick laid to this one, but
Perfect.
perfect. That's a sweeper's dream right there,
Yeah.
not having to sweep anything. As a sweeper, that's what I loved
Well,
when I didn't have to do any work.
when directional sweeping came out, we started sweeping both ways every time. Curl straight, instead of just saying clean.
Yeah, that's true. Still left a corner guard though. It is much closer to the house, so likely much easier to run back.
Looks like they are throwing a high corner on this.
What? Just the 2, 1, 2, guys.
I think there was two options in this shot, the corner like they're playing, or the freeze on the back red there. It's getting a little late. That's third's first stone. Pretty good. Could have maybe frozen the back, but we'll see how this plays out. Negavan looking to peel. She does have a little bit of the yellow in the house, but it's a little risky to go after it. Let's see. Looks like she'll go after the red.
As long as you get one rock, it doesn't really matter whether you get either guard. I mean, ideally you get the one in the house, right? But if you get either of the guards, it's pretty good.
Yep.
But I guess the question is, so let's say they get rid of the one in the top 12 here. Does Thevenot not just come around the corners and throw an even better one?
They do, yes. But at least it's later in the end, and Laws still has that one that's shot rock.
Sweeper's on it right out of the hand. We'll see. Squeak by the first one, but not the second one. Okay. Not a bad result, though, with how high that yellow is, and you can probably see about half the yellow in the top 12, so can get rid of it next shot if needed.
So she's opting to go into the back 12 here around these corners. Really trying to set up for that 3 ball. I would still consider freezing that back red, but you know, anything can work as long as you execute, and the other team you're hoping for a bit of a half miss when you're trying to get 3.
Line's good. Back 8's good. Back 8.
Sounds like weight's good.
Back 8, back 12, guys. Right here. Gotta go. Yeah, line hard.
Gotta get by.
Line's good. Back here, guys. Back here.
Looks perfect.
Back here.
Really nice.
Hard, 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 hard.
Right where they called, buried.
Wow, what a shot.
4-4.
But yeah, so now Laws will hit and roll, try to sit 2.
We have handshakes happening on sheet 6. Not sure the final score. Oh, it looks like they ran them out of rocks. Beth Peterson's team winning 4-1 against Riley Backer, pushing the last few rocks down the sheet.
So Greg, do you want to tell the world about your curling pool that you run?
Not really. I was interested in starting a fantasy curling pool this year, so I kind of developed a pool that's similar to what you would get in the NFL or NHL, and brought eight friends in who know a little bit about curling, and a brother who knows nothing about curling into it. And, We developed some rules, and we're just seeing how the season goes to see if the fantasy works or not.
Yeah, so far it's been really fun. Fun to watch.
I think you and I are the only two that are putting in any effort or caring about it at all. So no one else seems to care that much, which is fair enough, I guess. All right, what's happening here? Let's stop talking about us and start talking about the
So she's
women on the
still opting to go around the corner, which is good. I just don't know how she's going to get that other red out if Laws puts another one in there. So I would still be thinking about freezing this red. But
You've been thinking about that the whole end.
yeah. So if she goes, let's say she goes around, Laws just has to lob another one and kind of follow her and sit 2. But this could be a good way to get 3 if Laws makes a mistake.
I wonder if that's all they're hoping for. Like, I think this is the play that you're making if you really need 3, and they must feel that a steal in the 8 and then a steal in the extra is unlikely.
Yeah. Here comes the knife, Greg. Maybe.
Back.
No.
This is looking pretty perfect, though.
Really
Might
good
even
shot.
get shot out of it. Not quite shot stone, but really good shot.
So now Laws just freezes that up, sits 2, and then yeah. So yeah, you do need a mistake when going to 3. Let's see if Selena Negevin can follow this.
Do you think to kick a hair then a fourth? Fine. Okay, you guys like 14-5?
All right. Huge shot here. Could change the game if it's not second shot.
Okay, 14-5.
See what she can do here. Aiming for about T-line.
Shall we time this one? Maybe I'll remember to press start on my clock.
Yeah, they said 14-5, the sweepers, so.
All right, the clock's going.
On it right from the hand, Kristen McCush. Big sweep here. This spot's been tricking both teams all game. Let's see what we got. Oh, is this the mistake that they needed?
It looks indeed.
Oh, look at this.
There we go. That's exactly what Thevenot was looking for.
Yeah, well
And
played
so
end. And
I'm sure they're happy you're not their coach, telling them to freeze there the whole end.
yeah, they've got their 3 ball. If they can hit this on the nose. This is going to make for a very interesting 8th end.
It will.
Ashley Thevenot.
On it pretty early. Keep it straight. They're going pretty hard.
Big sweep here. Right to it.
Looks pretty good.
It's perfect. Good sweep.
3 for Thevenot to tie the game. 8th end action, tie game. Couldn't ask for a better ending to this game.
Yes. This is going to be a stellar last end. We had the center guard go up. It overcurled a bit. Laws opting, instead of taking it further off the center, they just opted to go into the house. See how well the ice holds up here in this 8th end. A couple of rocks have come up light. Yeah, it just looks like it's dying a little bit out there. Laws will put another one in. I'd be tempted to play the double tick on this, but just kidding.
We all learned about your strategy last end when you were suggested to play the freeze the whole time. So.
And they got 3, eh?
Yeah.
Line's good. Okay. Line's good. Joss's rock. Can you curl? Okay, straight then. Straight.
Back 8, so they'll do a plan B and just kind of sweep this by if they can.
Maybe a little nick.
This is actually really good for Thevenot to have those reds deep in the house backing.
I think we freeze for now.
What is on the line this weekend, Greg, for cash? Does it say in the program?
That's a good question.
Room.
I am not
Always
sure.
Brittany. Has to curl a ton.
It does say.
Oh, has to curl a ton.
So the winner will walk
Hard
away
curl.
with $12,300. Not
Really
bad
hard
for a
curl.
weekend's work.
Not bad.
The runner-up will get $8,200. Semi-finalists will get $5,150, and quarterfinalists will get $3,550.
Nice. That's really good money here at the Autumn Gold Curling Classic.
I wish I could make that much in a weekend.
Me too.
Yep. Yes.
Here comes a big double peel attempt. Becca Hebert with the heat. Oh. She takes out one in the house and rolls away. It's a pretty good shot. Cleans it up pretty good.
Was that her intention, was to get that one in the back?
No, she meant to get the double peel on the center. But a nice
Not
little...
a good plan B.
It was a great plan B. Very fortunate for her to get that.
Line's good.
Still not horrible for Thevenot, though. They got couple guards in play, and
Line's good.
Yeah, if they can freeze that one on the button eventually and then
Line's
kind of
really
tap
good.
it around,
Looks like it's
should be pretty good.
sliding okay. Okay. Easy.
So, yeah, so Laws will have to decide to go after some double peels here, or if they just want a single peel. Yeah, they'll just single peel, not scared by that other guard.
I'd be scared by it.
Yeah.
I'd need at least the 8 foot to draw to, if not more.
Yeah, if you were skipping, you would want 0 rocks in play, draw the house.
Honestly, no. Drawing to an open house is the worst.
Oh,
I feel like having one just
you want a nose hit?
Yeah. That's the lead in me coming out.
Even better is just not having to throw your last if you're skipping.
That's true.
Okay.
All right, another guard here.
So how long do you guard for? I know your strategy was kind of flawed last end. Maybe this end you'll...
It's It's tough to say because you could tap that red on the very last shot of the end and sit pretty good. You just have to tap it a rock, and you could sit shot rock. Or you could do it earlier and see what Laws does.
That's fine.
These yellows are kind of off to the side now, so she's going to peel this one, and then do you sit two or do you freeze to it?
I mean, last end, Selena did come up quite light on her draw, so maybe that comes into consideration.
Yeah, if you could sit one on the side 4 and make her draw.
Curl, a little more. Good.
Nice shot there.
Good.
Just like here.
Looks like Ashley is thinking kind of along the lines of guard forever until her last, maybe. See if she makes a play on her next one.
Line's good. Has to curl a little. Has to curl a little. Okay.
Do you know, Kyler, can you bet on these games online? I know curling has gotten a lot more into the betting on some of the various apps online.
I'm not sure. I will look into that tomorrow. Let you know. Maybe I'll place some bets.
Freeze on line.
I think betting on curling is even harder on club ice. Like, you just never know who could win at these events. I think rank number 160 beat Joel Retornaz this weekend over in Ontario. So 160 beat number 1 or 2 or whatever Retornaz is. So I made some big money there.
I noticed he wasn't in the slam last weekend, was he? I don't believe he was. He was? Oh, my bad.
What? I think she's freezing that, and then we don't really have a chance.
All right, we got a team meeting here from Team Thevenot. Should we try to listen in, Greg?
Sure.
We missed it.
She's not, like, I'm calling Kristen's already speaking, she's still.
What did they decide?
Okay. Yeah.
Looks like a freeze to me.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
More than I had?
Yeah.
Do we want more than I had? Because mine stayed out there.
Yeah, I think guards just aren't curling because there's no distance on them.
Lots of good communication in the hack here from the Thevenot team. This is the most important time to be talking about how much slower is it, how much more is it curling.
Whoa. Wait only.
Sweepers are happy with the weight.
Curl.
Needs to curl a bit.
Looks like back 4 weight. Little tap.
Not quite coming up.
Oh. Just did not curl enough for them, or it would have been really good. But they did tap that red right into the perfect back button area. Laws will have to be careful here not to. If Laws ever rolled out or something, they could make a perfect freeze here. So looks like Team Sturmey lost over on sheet 3 to Kang. Greyweathers and Delory are in a tight one. They're still playing 7. So the winner of this game will play Kang or Delory. or Gray Weathers.
The winner of this game will play Kang or Sturmey. So, okay, so then the winner of this game will play Kang. All right, here we got the shot coming.
So, really important shot here. Selena Negevin, big sweep from the import Becca. And is it good or is it bad?
You know, I think if it rolled just a little more, it would be really bad, but I think it is high enough that it's tough to freeze to that back one without
leaving a crotch
to get it out of the forefoot. I think it just stopped in time that they can't nose freeze right to it.
Gotta get any preparation.
And so even if Thevenot makes this perfect, I think Selena will have a shot to get rid of it.
Yeah. Lots of drama here, though.
We're curled by like a
opportunity to sit really good for Thevenot. Let's see how well she can freeze. I'd honestly be talking about where to freeze this to not set up an easy crotch, but as long as it's in there somewhere, Laws will have to make a good shot.
Hard line. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Is this heavy?
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a bump. Well, they are shot stone. A little bit overthrown weight-wise, so they did bump that back one quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't think there's any jams or anything on this. Laws, Selena Negevin can just basically hit this anywhere, I think. Throw peel. Normal, anything here. Just make contact.
While Selena's getting ready to throw, we did have handshakes on sheet 7. They kicked the rocks back, which makes me think Silvernagel beat Ha after 7 ends. I didn't actually see what happened, but that's my guess, given that Silvernagel was winning.
And same thing on sheet 4, Grey Withers. Oh no, they are playing the last end, but Grey Withers is up 6-3 with hammer. And here's the last shot from Selena Negevin, just looking to make contact. Big sweep here again from Becca Hebert. And no mistake.
Gets rid of it and sits 3.
That is all, folks.
There's handshakes.
Team Laws wins it 8-5 in a really good game on this Friday night. Looking forward to the rest of the weekend. Thank you to everyone here on the crew.
Maybe we can squeeze over to sheet 4. We'll see if our camera guy is capable of doing that to see the last few shots of that game.
Greg just wants to keep the party going.
like low. Good.
We've got some Eau Clairs left to finish, so may as well.
We did just see a hogged rock in game on sheet 4, which is a tough. When you're down 3 and you hog a rock as a lead, you do not feel very good. I can tell you that much.
Uh-oh.
But I remember one time we were down a few, and I hogged a rock, and my team was very upset with me. And we stole a bunch anyway and ended up winning, and I will never forget that. But I have forgotten all the times that I hogged a rock and it caused us to lose. So.
Yeah, you blocked those one out.
Selective memory.
And even harder.
So Grey Weathers is up 3. Do you think they intended to throw that guard? Or do you think it's fudging up over there as well?
I don't think you would throw a guard up 3. I'm actually kind of shocked they didn't throw it through the rings here, Greg. Maybe they did throw. So, the very rare lead. Is this a run back or a peel? The lead peel here.
Nothing makes you feel worse than having to peel out your own rock. Oh, well, actually, one thing makes you feel worse. Hogging a rock when you're down a bunch.
Will the lead make it? She
does.
just does.
100% on peels.
100% on peels. I'm sure they'll be going over that in the coach's stats. Superstar. Team Delory is kind of grasping here, trying to steal 3. They've got 2 rocks in play.
Pretty good shot there, about as good as you could ask for, I think.
Can now Grey Withers will throw it through.
All right, while they're throwing, tomorrow morning, what games do we have going on, Kyler?
I'm not sure.
We have an A semifinal between Brown
and you know.
On the other side of that same A qualifier in the semifinal, we got Fujisawa versus Skrillex. Here we have on the other A final, or sorry, A bracket, we have Gim versus Peterson, and we'll see Laws versus Kang over in the B. Oh yeah, I am mistaken. The bottom A bracket doesn't play until 12:45 p.m. The top A bracket, so the top 2 semis I mentioned, play at 9 a.m.
So we have 4 B games and 2 A games in the morning.
Grey Withers just looking to move some granite and lose as much as she can.
Possibility to end it here with a triple. Camera guys snoozing. Just kidding. Oh, and she gets one of them. Team Deloria will come around the center guard now.
Just wicked the guard there, but still ended up in the house.
And a nice little crotch double here.
Won't quite win them the game, but if they make this, then All 3 yellows remaining will have to score.
No mistake. Nice double.
It's unfortunate they don't have a doubles board out there.
Yeah.
Could get these teams a bucket of Eau Claire drinks. Eau Claire drinks.
We can run that promotion here, Greg, if you want. You can run one down to the players. See if they drink it.
I have my doubts.
I think this day and age you need a triples board at a high event. That'd be fun.
That's true.
But does your own stone color count?
No.
No. So if you make like a double run back double in the house, but it involves your stone, nope.
In my opinion, it needs to be all of the other team stones leaving the house.
All right. Maybe next year Eau Claire will sponsor the triples board.
Maybe. All right, get rid of this yellow stone, and Grey Withers will win the game.
Yep, and I hope they end up playing the intern because, yep, they're playing the intern. Don't want to jam this and keep the game going. It is perfect. Just clean. Grey Withers with the win.
So that will wrap up our action here at the 8:30 p.m. draw here on Friday night.